This movie single-handedly ruined and saved X-Men in this same movie. And I'm going to explain.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Please. We need you to hope again.
I've already reviewed this movie, but it's X-Men Days of Future Past. So X-Men Days of Future Past is and I know I've already reviewed it. I don't care. That review, I totally probably agree with everything I say in the review. But I'm going to review it now because more views, come on. But essentially, X-Men Days of Future Past is essentially somewhat of the sequel prequel. It's a sequel prequel. It's kind of the sequel to the Wolverine and its Last Stand, and also kind of the prequel to the other X-Men movies, but also the sequel. This is a double sequel, also prequel, because it's a sequel of the prequel. It's also a sequel of the Wait, what? Wait a minute. So yeah, it is a sequel of the prequel, but simultaneously, it's also a sequel of the original trilogy. That's this movie. Yeah. I'm just going to elaborate immediately what I said in that first line, which is this movie single-handedly ruined and saved X-Men for me, because yes, this movie bricks up the X-Men timeline. It really does. I don't really know what movies are erased anymore. I think it's that original X-Men, I think it's Wolverine, X-Men Origins, and the Wolverine... Oh, no! So yeah, the Wolverine is pointless. Okay, now that movie never happened. It's erased from existence now. So, oh, guess what also was erased from existence? Origins. Oh, guess what was up? Now I'm realizing that all those movies are pointless, and why did I ever review them? God, the Wolverine really is pointless, because it got, like, a 20-minute sequel, which is the 20 minutes of this movie that takes place after it. But yeah, aside from that, like when I said when I save this franchise, I mean that it frickin' deletes Origins. So it deletes that Deadpool. Thank God. It deletes The Last Stand for Fox to now. They're like, okay, good. We never did Dark Phoenix. Now let's do it again, and now let's screw it up again. But yeah, this movie is freaking amazing. This is without question, at this point at least, without question the best X-Men movie. Like, there's really no competition. I think X2 is my favorite X-Men movie at this point, but this movie crushes X2. Yes, X2 is a good character development. It's a good, solid sequel. But this movie, it literally saves X-Men. It ruins X-Men by completely freaking up the timeline. And I'm really confused by this. It's just one thing. Last Stand spoiler coming up, if any of you care, but Last Stand, Xavier dies, right? How the frick is he in this movie? I would assume they went back in time and changed that so they could have them there. Like, they're already like, no, wait, hold up, that doesn't work. Because they already said, we can only go back a few weeks, maybe a month, but we can't go back years. And then I realized that... So yeah, I guess they never went back a while. So why is Xavier there? That's just really confusing to me. I don't really want to criticize this movie at all because it's so good, but... This movie single-handedly brings me my favorite Charles Xavier, my favorite Magneto, and my favorite Wolverine in the same movie, like all fighting, and it's cool. And I love how this movie, it's kind of basically a Wolverine movie. Wolverine's the main character in this movie. But James McAvoy brings a phenomenal performance here. He is great in this movie. He totally sells it as this guy whose stuff kind of got ruined after First Class, so... And guess what? This movie has Sentinels in it. And the Sentinels fight, and Wolverine jumps on a Sentinel and destroys it. Like, that happens in this movie. Seriously, this movie is an X-Men fans movie. It totally is like, you guys didn't like that about that movie. You didn't even like that movie. So we're just gonna wipe that. So it never happened. Last Stand never happened. Now we're actually gonna do Sentinels, and we're actually gonna have the Sentinels fight. It's also great comedy, great interactions, great character development in general. What does this movie not have? I don't know. How about the phenomenal third act where Charles Xavier saves, like, the Earth and saves the mutants by just talking. Like, just convincing Mystique to not kill the guy who's going to create the Sentinels, because that's going to make the Sentinels get created. I like that. That's actually good right there. This movie just tries so hard to fix the other X movies. It just tries so hard to give the fans what they want. And this movie completely delivers. It completely did everything I wanted it to. It was exciting, intense, beautiful. It's a great movie. Please go see this movie. If you haven't seen it, you're really wasting your time. Most of you have probably seen this movie, but if you haven't seen it, by God, see it. X-Men Days of Future Past, great movie. And that title doesn't make sense to me. Days of Future Past. Days of the Future have passed. Wait, well, I'm going to give X-Men Days of Future Past a 9 out of 10. Definitely go see this one. This is a really enjoyable, good movie to me. And I love this movie, honestly. It's a great movie. What do you guys think on Days of Future Past? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, I think we got 2 more left. 2 more X-Men reviews left. 2 more.